I've been lurking here for a while and thought I should introduce myself. I'm a disabled vet and currently unemployed because of the pandemic. I had to stay home while my wife worked. We had just had our son right before COVID went down, so he's 1 now. I cooked, cleaned, did the laundry, I did all the housework without complaint. I took care of our 9 and 1-year-old, making sure school went well, made meals, the whole 9 yards. My ex and I both grew up in troubled homes, so the plan was to be the parent we needed when we were kids. Turns out she had our last kid because she didn't love me anymore. She thought it would reignite something. She starts to work more, which I support. We need money. Things start going bad with COVID and we need to move into my mom's house so we can save money and she doesn't have to work as much. She's had a boyfriend since March. I had a feeling in April or so. By my birthday in May I knew. She didn't even hug me. I never felt so alone. Now, me and the kids are living at my mom's. She's moved in with her boyfriend. It's been almost a month since we've been here. My daughter wants nothing to do with her mom. My son doesn't even ask her for milk or cares when she leaves. They're over the initial loss, I think. But I feel so alone. It feels like when you're walking with someone and you start telling a story, then you turn to look at them and they're gone. It's like that X100. 14 years wasted. All I do is work out. I'm finally under 200 pounds for the first time in years. All I can think is keep moving forward for my kids. Thanks for letting me vent. Comment 1. Don't feel weird about it. You gave a part of yourself to someone who took it but didn't reciprocate. She will try to validate her feelings by altering history. Saying things like I haven't been in love with you for a long time now. Usually you confront them and all of a sudden they reveal their great big suffering that they have just been grueling in torment for eons, when in reality it's a way of blame shifting and rationalizing why they cheated. Why they really want a divorce. The cheating had nothing to do with it, they will say. Ignore all that trash. It's just common things they use to make themselves feel like it's justified, and you won't change that mindset. They will come to a realization on their own and will grieve when they actually feel the weight of what they did. Right now you still care, and that's normal. Because you never stopped caring. But the time to start is now. You have to start caring for yourself and those 2 kiddos and focus on that and you will make it through. Best of luck, man. Comment 2. Keep up the working out. It will stand you in good stead whatever happens. It will also help to take your mind off things. I know that, at the moment, things are really tough, but you are just so much better off without your cheating spouse. If it hadn't been this coworker, it would have been the next random along. Abandoning her kids? That's a low even for a cheat. They've normally got the common decency, or mothering instinct, to take them along with them. I'm guessing that her AP is not much into kids and she just wants to please him. At the moment, they will be deep into a fair fog. There is no reasoning with them in this state. Pretty soon one or both of them will realize that the other farts and is moody. And the time, which was so very exciting when it was sneaky and cheating, that's now just run of the mill. And, of course, they're both cheats. They won't trust each other as far as they could throw them. That wears them down. You have to prepare yourself for when she comes back saying something like, I've made a mistake. I didn't mean for it to happen. Steel yourself to tell her to GTFO. Good luck. Comment 3. I actually think 9 is on the cusp if the child's plea is emphatic, if there are circumstances outside of her wishes. If she can provide testimony that it is mentally unhealthy to be with the mother. This can be substantiated through a counselor. But I think that once a child reaches puberty they tend to have a larger impact on the custody decisions. OP should gather testimony from the teachers and school counselors regarding the decline in the child's emotional state. STBXW needs to be smacked in the face with a proper dose of reality. Personally, I think that the AP does not want kids around. Comment 4. Chalk it all up to a learning experience and the best thing from it, your kids. As others have suggested, find a good family lawyer. You seem to be the primary caretaker. I would go for full custody and child support since she appears to want a single lifestyle. I also suggest you start therapy for yourself here. You need someone to vent to and to help you navigate through this all. As for your kids, they may seem over it but they are not. Consider getting your 9-year-old into therapy to help her, the 1-year-old, that could be later on, considering what his mother may or may not do in the future. Focus on you and your kids. For her? She's not worthy of you. Anyone that would abandon their children for another is mud in my book. She also doesn't sound very stable if she had a baby to improve the relationship. You can do much better there. Comment 5. If you are a disabled vet, contact your local VA and find out who you need to get in touch with for VA disability. The process is kind of long, but the checks are retroactive from the time you apply. Depending on the level of disability they determine you at, it can be a great help. My husband was eventually 100% disabled and received over $3,000 a month, and as long as he went to the VA or it was approved, his medical bills were covered 100%. Your children may also qualify for assistance. Comment 6. First and foremost, thank you for your service, and I'm so sorry you're going through this. Second, that lonely feeling will pass, but your kids need their dad to fill in both parenting roles as best he can, which it seems like you've been doing already. Talk to an attorney, at least get the free consultation, or seek out legal aid in your area if no one will help you without the funds. You will get past this. You will find someone who deserves your time and will be an actual role model / motherly figure for your kids. Do not let this woman continue to trample all over the three of you or come and go as she pleases. Hope she rots in hell. Sorry, I'm angry for you. Good luck, your Reddit family are always here. Comment 7. She always been like this. Walking out on an infant that's one cold woman. Her toy will soon tire from his old lady. The truth will reach her employer and she will be in for it. Best, get your kids in counseling and build their self-esteem. If your daughter does not want her mom, give her time. This was a massive betrayal. You're in the gym. You're under 200. You are building you. It's good getting in physical shape. Remember that old PTSD. You get it from war and emotional pain like relationship breakups and betrayal. Start dealing with it. Her boyfriend will use her up and then move on. Be sure you are in the right place to handle her coming back. People talk. It will get back to her bosses about her philandering rather than giving honest work for pay. Luckily, the military teaches one lesson right off. You can take more than you think. Get the lawyer. Get after her for alimony. She can start paying for her kids and stop buying her boyfriend video games. Either way, the trash took itself out. Now it's time to build you and your kids. You cannot be held responsible for someone's actions. But you can be responsible for how you react to the actions. Show your kids what real people do. I have 3 daughters. As a dad, it's difficult to relate to how your daughter is feeling. With men, you give a squeeze of the shoulder. With it will get better. For women, it's different. They want to talk. Go to her. Tell her you know it's difficult and that you are there. For a hug, or if she wants to talk. I tell my daughters ever so often that there is nothing so bad we cannot work through it. Even if they think it's insignificant or I will get mad. They must still share what they feel. This is a major trauma for her. She lost at sea with no shoreline. As a girl's mom is that. You gotta step up, bro. Let the lawyers fight. Let your wife bang boys. You gotta be there as the shoreline for your kids. Be kind to yourself. I make a lot of mistakes as a parent. But I think I get an A for effort. Kids do not need money or riches. They thrive on love and care and have a parent present to guide and nurture. USTBXW showed by moving to the new boyfriend she cannot provide any of that. Your STBXW will pay that price for the rest of her selfish life. But you are left with the fallout and loss of security your children are feeling now. Pray God gives you Solomon wisdom, brother. And he gives you his own patience and ability to forgive. Patience to endure people like your STBXW, and forgiveness for seeing your children suffering and trying to negotiate this break in trust and deceit. You now know who your STBXW is. Do not waste time in waiting for karma or judgment or the penny to drop. Pick yourself up. And your kids with you. With each door that closes, others open. Look for them. It's called hope. I am here if you need help. Comment 8. OPSEC, understood. Also, we're not wealthy, just I don't have to worry about getting a job while I go through this with the ex. I've given her too much of my strategy. She knows of some of the things I have. She doesn't know about video I have of her and her boyfriend leaving our house. I'm ready for any and all situations she might throw at me. The truth is on my side and her actions have been centered around her relationship. That's the case I'm going to put to the judge. She chose to live with her boyfriend an hour away, not finding a place around her kids. I'm going to argue the quality of care she's given our kids these past few months. And I'm prepared to hear the truth from my daughter, whether she wants to live with me or her mother. She said she wants to live with me, but I'm ready for a switch if that happens. Appreciate the ear, sorry for the rant. Comment 9. This is the best thing that could happen to you. She showed her true colors. Get a lawyer, divorce her and move forward. I've seen the danger of coworkers. I've has 2 work friends who left their wives for coworkers. The first friend. It was lunchtime and I noticed that he was sitting with a female coworker. When the coworker left, All I could say was, you do remember you have a family, right? Be very careful. And he replied, nothing will happen. He left his wife and she left her husband. Kids in both marriages. This one was bad because the news traveled very fast. The second friend. This one was uncomfortable. I had to intervene a lot, 5-6 months of intervention, because the flirtation was becoming unbearable. We both had kids and wives at home. I did have a number of conversations with him before I left. I left that job 4 years ago. Just recently discovered, he left his wife for that coworker and she left husband or BF. Coworkers are dangerous for all relationships. Comment 10. At this point the only communications with her should be about the kids, and once you have your lawyer, allow him/her to handle the rest. The less you say to her or about her to others, the better off you will be. Use no contact as much as possible, and when she wants to spend time with the kids, arrange to not be around and let someone else meet for the exchange. Do not pawn shop by following her or the affair partner on social media or asking other people about her. You are working out and losing weight. Congratulations, and keep it up to stay healthy for yourself and the kids. Surround yourself with people that love you and accept their support. It appears the trash has taken itself out and you have no reason to feel like any of this is on you. Find your purpose and go after it relentlessly. You no longer have her as a distraction from obtaining your goals. If she tries to tell that nonsense about being friends, then ignore it. She betrayed you, and do not allow her to save face by claiming you two are okay with one another. When you have to, be polite for the sake of the kids, but nothing more. No small talk or how are you conversations. You have got this, and reach out anytime. My ex-wife took off and left me with my young son and daughter. I have an idea of what you are going through. Thanks you for watching. Everyday new movies. See you soon.